Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you the two dresses I'm going to be making, not in this particular video, but I'm actually making this for a client. So it's a mother and daughter. So this style here is the daughter style. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this dress. It's basically a circle dress that has like a circle sleeve also, and this is for I think she's about 10 years old or so. Okay, so the first thing I did here is just to measure her shoulder to waist. So guys, her shoulder to waist is about 12.5, so plus extra 1 inch is going to be 13.5. so the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and insert her shoulder measurement divided by 2. So her shoulder is actually 13 divided by 2 is going to be 6.5. mark that here, and then come down by at least 0.75, not up to 1 inch because this is a child, right? So I'm going to come down by 0.75, and then after that I'm going to insert her armhole length. If you don't know how to calculate this, just use their chest measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. so what I'm going to be using here is about, let's say almost 6.5 is what I'm going to be all the way to the top. So guys, if you're wondering how I got the width, the first fabric I have here is folded into 2, which is the front panel. The second one is also folded into 2, which is the back panel. The front panel is basically her bust measurement, which is round her bust, which is 30 divided by 4, which is going to be 7.5. I added 7.5 plus half an inch of ease, and then 1 inch of seam allowance. So that's basically what I have here. So in total, what I have here is just her bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5, half an inch for ease and 1 inch of seam allowance. And then I added it to the then I folded another fabric for the front, and then I have extra like 1.5 or 1 inch for the zipper at the back, right? So now all you have to do is just to give it a curve here. Like I said, come down by 0.75 here for this shoulder slope. I'm going to come in at least 2.75. I'm not doing, because this is not an adult, so I can't be using adults like 3 inches of neck width. But if you want the neck wider, you can just do 3 inches, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to connect the shoulder slope. And then once you do that, you're going to come down to their waist, divide it by 4. So her waist is round her waist is 28, divided by 4 is going to be 7, right? So I need to add 2.5 here, half an inch of ease and half an inch of ease, and then 1 inch of seam allowance and 1 inch of darting. You understand? So once you've done that, you're going to come in here and mark her nipple to nipple measurement, which is going to be 7 divided by 2 is going to be 3.5. I'm going to mark that. So the dart is going to go all the way from here to her chest, from her chest to nipple, which is about 7. So my dart is going to stop somewhere at 9. So basically I'm going to be giving it a dart of 4 inches of length somewhere here. So you see, my dart in front stops somewhere here, but my dart at the back will go up to this chest line. So once this is done, you're going to give, so you will give it the type of neckline you want. So for the front, first the back, I did 1 inch of back neckline. For the front, I came down at least like 5 inches or so for the neckline. So next thing I'm going to do now is just to go ahead and cut. So guys, I just first cut out the front neckline, and then the back neckline, and then also the armhole, and then also the shoulder slope. So I took those out, and then this is what I'm left with. I also split the back panel into 2. So now the next thing I have to do is this part for my dart. I'm going to go ahead, and for the back panel, you're going to go ahead and cut off at least, I'll come up here by 0.75 and then cut, mark it, blend it into this line, and then I'm going to cut this off. This will help my flay to relax better. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and then all I have to do now is just to go ahead and cut the bottom of my dress, and then also cut the bottom of my dress, and also cut the sleeve. So for this armhole, another thing you have to do is to come in here by at least half an inch. This will help your sleeve to relax, not to bulk up in front. So I'm just going to go ahead and chip off a little from the front piece, and that's basically it. So you see, everything is ready now. So let's go ahead and cut the bottom of the dress. So guys, the first thing you're going to do now to cut the bottom part, you see I have my fabric folded into 2, right? I'm going to be cutting it as half a circle. So the fabric is folded into two. This is the folded part. So how you're going to do it is, first you're going to divide the person's waist. Like her waist measurement is 28, right? So I'm going to divide the 28 by 3.14. So get the person's waist measurement, divide it by 3.14. No matter if you're trying to make it for an adult, the 3.14 is a constant, right, on how to get half a circle. So when I divided mine, I got 9 inches, right? So that 9 inches, I'm going to just set it aside. And then the dress length I'm working with, the one on the thumbnail looks like a short dress, but the mother wants this one to be a maxi dress, so up to the little girl's ankle. So I'm working with 42 inches for the length of the dress. So 42, I'm going to subtract her shoulder to waist, which is 12.5 from it. So what I got after that is about 29.5. I'm going to add seam allowance to it, which is going to be 1.5. That is half an inch of joining the waist to the body of the dress and 1 inch of folding the edge of the clothes, right? So that measurement, so that is going to land me at 31 inch in total. 31 inches in total for the length of the dress I'm working with. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 9 inches from the waist calculation to this here. But to this 9 inches, so guys, to this 9 inches, I'm going to add 1 inch to it. This 1 inch is going to serve like my zipper allowance, so that will give me 10. So I'm going to add that 10 to the 31 inch from the waist, so that will be about 41 inch in total. 41 inches in total. I need to make sure that the width I have here from this point of the fold to this end will contain 41, and then I can also contain 41 on this other end. So guys, the next thing I did is to place my tape here and measure 41 inch all the way around. So you're going to take your tape at this point where the fold is and measure 41 inches all the way around. So now, after that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 10 inches. That 10 inches we got from the waist, I'm going to measure it now. So that way I can be able to get what her waist will be. So I'm going to place my tape here and measure 10 all the way around. So guys, this is it here. I've done it. So from this point to this point to this point, just like that, 10 inches all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And once I cut it out, I'll have the waist for her skirt part. So this is it here. So you see, this is going to be the center front, and then this is going to be the center back. So this is going towards the back, and this is the center front. So I'm going to set this aside also, and then we'll go ahead and cut what will be our sleeve for her. We have here, depending on what you want the sleeve length to be. So for me, I want her sleeve length to be 5.5. So to that 5.5, I'm going to add plus 1.5. So that will give me about that will give me 7 inches, right? So I need to make sure that on a fold, my fabric will give me 7 inches. So this one will make one sleeve, this one will make the second sleeve. So let me just fold it. So I'm basically going to fold it into two, and then also I'm going to fold this one into two, and then I'm going to place it on top of each other. Then the next thing is, what I'm going to do is just to take it this way and fold it into two again. You see? So now I'm going to place my tape at the point with all the folds. You see, there's the fold here. At this point with the folds, I'm going to place my tape here and make sure to mark that 7 inches all the way around. So place your tape here and mark 7 all the way around. And then once you do that, you're going to go ahead and cut off the excess. And then once you cut off the excess, you're going to come to this point and you're going to notch it. Because this is a circle sleeve, you're going to notch it by the center. And then inside here is inside this part here, I'm going to go ahead and from halfway through, remember this is where we made the notch, if you can see it. So from that halfway, I'm going to go in and formulate. You can use your tape to form something that looks like, you know what your armhole measurement is. Use your tape to form like a round circle that will give you that. If it's 7 inches, just put your tape in such a way that you form that 7 inches, right? And then you're going to mark it all the way in form of that semicircle, whatever shape you were able to make it. And then once you do that, you're going to go ahead and cut it off. This way, you've made an opening. I'm just trying to show you guys. So this way, you've made the opening for your sleeve, right? I'm going to split this open just to help me, but normally if you want, you don't have to. So this is the opening for my sleeve. So basically my sleeve is going to join to this part, and then the rest will fall over like this. So it's going to form a circle for me this way, you see. So this is actually what it's going to look like. So I'm joining everything together. So I'm going to first start with her bodice, join the shoulder to the shoulder, and then I'm going to join the sleeve part, and then take the body part and join it to the lower side. So guys, this is it here. I've gone ahead and joined this side. So you see, this side is ready. So what I have to do, I just wanted to show you guys, I also made a belt. So as I was coming down with my stitch, at least 1 inch before I got to the end, I insert this here. So I'm also going to do the same thing when I'm done. As I'm coming down to this side, 1 inch before I get to the end, I'm going to put in this belt. But in the meantime, this is how I'm going to join the sleeve. Remember what we called that looked half like this. So I'm just going to take it, make sure the angle at the top is here, and then I'm going to spread it apart this way. If any excess I have, I'm just going to gather it at the top and make it like a puffy sleeve here. Guys, you can make your sleeve longer. Like I said, this is for a child, so the sleeve is not supposed to be long. So and this is just the style. So once I'm done with this now and close up my sleeve, all I have to do, as you can see, I've also picked my dart, 2 darts in front, 2 darts at the back. I'm just going to take the bottom of the dress and then join it to it, making sure that my opening, this opening here, is facing towards the back. And then I'm going to attach my zip. If you look at the neckline, you will see that I also use bias to run through the neck. So that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the dress, and then I'll bring it back. So guys, this is it. I've coupled mine together. Like I said, I like to give ease and kids wear, because so that at least they'll get some use out of it. So but what I like to do is just to get that waist like close up together, I like to add a belt to it. So once they wear it, even if it's loose, it's just to tighten it up with the belt, whether at the back or the front. So, and the belt is stuck in between. So this is basically what it looks like here. And then this is the back of the dress, you see. So that's basically it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.